Okay, hi. How are you? Yes, this is regarding my what is that? Okay, this is regarding my first series of preparation for service entry commissioning exam as per my commitment to read for 30 minutes related to first 5 days is going to be about physics as well as mathematics, the concepts I'm going to read. So for this I like to open Kindle. Okay, in Kindle there are concepts such as you can see. Now we are going to enter into Kindle. As Airman Group X, so what is the capacitance? Capacitance or capacity of a capacitor is a measure of ability of the capacitor to store charge on it. So the constant C is known as the capacitance of the conductor. So capacitance is a scalar quantity. Dimensions of capacitors are m to the power of -1, l to the power of -2, t to the power of 4, and a square. And SI unit of is farad or coulomb per volt. So capacitance of a conductor depends upon size of conductor, surrounding medium, presence of other conductors nearby. So capacitance of a conductor is independent of charge on conductor, potential of conductor, nature of material, and thickness of the conductor. Capacitance of conductor independent of charge on conductor, potential of conductor, charge and potential of conductor, nature of material, and thickness of the conductor. Nature of material से भी independent है, as well as thickness of the conductor. So we'll go for induction. Faraday's laws of induction. Okay, as you know, the resistance is a property of substance due to which it opposes the flow of current through it. It is a scalar quantity. As you know, behavior of conductors in presence of applied potential difference. So when two ends of a conductor are joined by a battery, then one end at higher potential and another at lower potential, this produces an electric field inside the conductor from point of higher to lower potential, that is E equals to V by L. Okay, next क्या है? Length of conductor. The resistance of a conductor is directly proportional to the length of conductor, as well as cross-sectional area of conductor. The resistance of the conductor is inversely proportional to the cross-sectional area, or inversely proportional to A. So as you know, the conductance is a reciprocal of resistance, and its dimensions as a unit m to the power of -1, l to the power of -2, t to the power of 3, and a to the power of s2. Resistivity rho in terms of microscopic quantities equals to Pz. Resistivity is numerically equal to, so temperature dependence of resistivity. The temperature dependence of resistivity is given by relation, and where alpha is temperature coefficient of resistivity and theta is known as charge in temperature. So combination of resistors, as you know, that are when resistors connected in series, Rs equals to R1 plus R2 to the power R2 and Rn, Parallel combination, then 1 by Rp equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, like that. And electrical energy, the heat generated in joule when current of high ampere flows through a resistance of R ohms for t second is given by H equals to I square RT is equal to VIT equals to V square by R into T. Joule is equal to I square RT by 4.2 calorie. This is the Joule's law of heating. 1 unit of electrical energy equals to 1 kilowatt hour equals to 3 into 6.10 to the power of 6 joule. If power is constant, then energy equals to Pt. If the power is variable, then energy equals to integral of P. Power consumed by resistor equals to P equals to I square R equals to Vi equals to V square by R. Electrical power measured in watt. What is electromotive force? EMF of a cell is defined as work done by cell in moving a unit positive charge in the whole circuit including the cell. SI unit is joule per coulomb or volt. Okay, now we'll go for okay. I already told you Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. Faraday gave 2 laws of electromagnetic induction. First law is whenever there is a change in the magnetic flux associated with the circuit, an EMF is induced in the circuit. This is also known as Newton's law. Second law is the magnitude of the induced EMF is directly proportional to the time rate of change of the magnetic flux through the circuit. The magnitude of the induced EMF is directly proportional to the time rate of change of magnetic flux through the circuit. E proportional to d phi by dt equals to k d phi by dt. In the SI unit, EMFs measured in volt and d phi by dt in Weber per second. If the coil has n turns, then the EMF will be induced in each turn and the EMFs of all turns will be added up. If the turn of coil are very close to each other, the magnetic flux passing through each turn will be the same. In the SI unit, EMF E is measured in volt d phi by dt. What is Lenz law? Lenz law, according to the Lenz law, the direction of the induced current is such that it opposes the change in the magnetic flux that causes the induced current, or EMF that is induced current tries to maintain flux. On combining Lenz law with Faraday's law equals to d minus d phi by dt. So what is the ED current? The self-inductance. Mutual inductance, production of induced EMF in a coil due to the changes of current in neighboring coil. Okay. Alternating current. Alternating quantity such as current or voltage is that quantity whose magnitude varies with time between 0 and a maximum value and reverses its direction periodically. So here you can see transformers is a device used for transforming a low alternating voltage of high current into high alternating current voltage of low current and vice versa without increasing power or changing frequency. Principle, it works on the phenomena of mutual induction. If a low voltage is to be transformed into high voltage, then the number of turns in secondary is more than those in primary. The transformer is called step-up transformer. Electromagnetic waves. An accelerated charge produces a sinusoidal time varying magnetic field, which in turn produces a sinusoidal time varying electric field. The two fields so produced are mutually perpendicular and are sources to each other. The mutually perpendicular time varying electric and magnetic fields constitute electromagnetic waves which can an accelerated charge produces a sinusoidal time varying magnetic field, which in turn produces a sinusoidal time varying electric field. The two fields so produced are mutually perpendicular and are sources to each other. The mutually perpendicular time varying electric and magnetic fields constitute electromagnetic waves which can propagate through empty space. Characteristics of electromagnetic waves. The electric and magnetic fields satisfy the following wave equations, which can be obtained from Maxwell's third and fourth equations, where E and B are electric and magnetic field respectively. Electromagnetic waves travel through vacuum with the speed of light. The electric and magnetic fields of an electromagnetic wave are perpendicular to each other and also perpendicular to the direction of wave propagation. Hence, these are transverse waves. The instantaneous magnitude of E and B in the electromagnetic wave are related by the expression E by B equals to C. Electromagnetic waves carry energy. The rate of flow of energy crossing a unit area is described by the Poynting vector as electromagnetic waves carry momentum and hence can exert pressure P on surfaces, which is called radiation pressure. For an electromagnetic wave with a Poynting vector S incident on a perfectly absorbing surface, then P equals to S by C, and if incident on a perfectly reflecting surface, then P equals to 2S by C. The electric and magnetic field of a sinusoidal plane electromagnetic wave propagating in the positive x direction can also be written as something like this. The intensity of a sinusoidal plane electromagnetic wave is defined as an average value of Poynting vector taken over one cycle. Electromagnetic waves obey the principle of superposition. The electric field vector of an electromagnetic field is responsible for all optical effects. For this reason, electric field vector is also called light vector. Electromagnetic spectrum. The array obtained on arranging all the electromagnetic waves in an order on the basis of their wavelengths is called electromagnetic spectrum. So we go for optics. What is Snell's law? Snell's law for any two media and for light of a given wavelength, the ratio of the sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of reflection is a constant. Sin I by sin r equals to mu to 1 is equal to constant. The incident ray and the refracted ray and the normal at the incident point are lie in the same plane. Conditions for total internal reflection. The total internal reflection can take place. Light must pass from denser to rarer media, thus for light from air to water and from water to glass. Total internal reflection can never take place. Total internal reflection will take place only if angle of incidence is greater than axial angle, that is incidence angle is greater than theta c. So measure total internal reflection or shining of air bubble must pass a denser media, optical fiber, parallelepiped, mirage and looming. What is the lens formula? If an object is placed at a distance u from the optical center of a lens and its image is formed by distance v from the optical center and focal length of this length is f, then 1 by v minus 1 by u equals to 1 by f. The power of lens is defined as the reciprocal of its focal length in meter. P equals to 1 by f. The unit of power is diopter, denoted by D. What is polarization of light? The phenomena of restricting the vibration of light electric vector in a particular direction perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave is called polarization light. Forbidden energy gap, valence band, conduction band. Range of energy possessed by valence electrons is called an valence band. Range of energy possessed by free electrons is known as conduction band. It is also called empty band of minimum energy. There are three basic logic gates. What is logic gate? Logic gate is a digital circuit which is based on certain logic relationship between the input and output voltage of the circuit. The logic gates are built using the semiconductor diodes and transistors. There are three basic logic gates. There are OR gate, AND gate, and NOT gate. Symbol of OR gate, truth table is one input A, B and output Y, then A, B equals to 0, then Y is 0. A 0, B 1 are remaining in all the instances of 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 for the which gate? Symbol of OR gate. Okay, OR gate के लिए OR gate A B both are 0, then only 0. Input and input A B are 0, then only the output will be 0, otherwise it's 1 for OR gate. For only 1, if both are 0, then only 0, otherwise 1. And NAD, okay, we'll go for AND gate. Here everything is 0, Everything is 0 except for 1 1 as input. Except for 1 1, everything is 0. AND gate. Both 1, then only 1. NOT gate. And input is 0. Output is only one input. 1 0 1 and 1 for 0. AND gate. AND gate is the combination of AND gate and NOT gate. So here except both 1 1, everything is 0. Everything except 1 1, remaining all 1. So when both are 1, then only the 0. AND gate. NOR gate, except both 0, remaining all 0. Okay, now gift is it's over now. Anyhow, thank you, and we'll go for another thing also. Kindle, nobody going to do it for me.